Hello everyone. In this video of chapter elements of group 16, 17 and 18, I will be talking about method of preparation, properties and uses of chlorine and interhalogen compounds. Now, method of preparation of chlorine. Before that, chlorine was discovered by Scheele, a German-Swedish chemist in 1774 by the action of HCl on manganese dioxide. In 1810, Davis established its elementary nature and suggested the name chlorine on account of its color, and in Greek chlorus is greenish yellow. Generally we all know that chlorine gas is yellow, green yellow in color. Preparation method of chlorine. Chlorine is prepared by the oxidation of hydrochloric acid with anyone like HCl could be oxidized by MnO2. When manganese dioxide is reacted with HCl, it will give you MnCl2 and chlorine gas and water. When potassium permanganate is treated with HCl, it will give you KCl, MnCl2, water and chlorine gas. Chlorine can also be prepared by the action of concentrated sulfuric acid on the mixture of sodium sodium chloride and manganese dioxide. Like this, sodium chloride will react with sulfuric acid to give you sodium bisulfite and HCl first, and then HCl will be reacting with manganese dioxide to give you chlorine gas. So this is the method of preparation of chlorine gas. Now, manufacture of chlorine, that means on the large level. The first method of preparation of chlorine at large level is Deccan's process. Chlorine is manufactured by the oxidation of HCl gas by atmospheric oxygen in the presence of cupric chloride catalyst at 723 Kelvin. Here HCl will get oxidized to chlorine gas and byproducts water will be formed, and this reaction used to happen in the presence of catalyst CuCl2. Electrolysis process. By the electrolysis of brine, we all know brine is the concentrated aqueous solution of NaCl. Brine on electrolysis, it will give you chlorine gas at anode and on cathode we will get hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide. Now let's move to the physical properties of chlorine. It is greenish yellow color gas having pungent and suffocating odor. It is a poisonous in nature. It can be easily liquefied into a greenish yellow liquid and its boiling point is 293 Kelvin. It will dissolve in water to give chlorinated water or chlorine water, and it is 2 to 5 times heavier than air. Now, chemical properties of chlorine. Chlorine react with metals to give chlorides, like aluminium will react with chlorine to give you AlCl3. Iron will react with chlorine gas to give ferric chloride. It will also react with nonmetals like phosphorus and sulfur to give phosphorus trichloride and S2Cl2 respectively. It has great affinity with hydrogen to give you hydrogen halides or hydrogen chlorides, I would say. Hydrogen will combine with chlorine gas to give you HCl. Hydrogen sulfide will also combine with chlorine gas to give you HCl and sulfur. Now, reaction with ammonia. It is very important reaction. Chlorine, when reacted with excess of ammonia, it will give you ammonium chloride and nitrogen gas. When ammonia gas is taken in excess, excess of ammonia will reacted with chlorine to give you NH4Cl and N2. And when chlorine gas is taken in excess and it will reacting with ammonia, it will give you nitrogen trichloride, which is explosive compound along with HCl. Chlorine gas is also reacting with alkali like NaOH, and we used to take the reaction used to happen in two ways. If NaOH is taken as cold and dilute solution, chlorine will react to give NaCl and sodium hypochlorite with water. And when NaOH is taken as hot and concentrated solution, chlorine will react with this solution to give you sodium chloride and sodium chlorate with water. Chlorine, when reacted with dry slick lime, it will give bleaching powder, which is calcium oxychloride or calcium hypochlorite, with chemical formula CaOCl2. Chlorine react with hydrocarbons, and when it is reacting with saturated hydrocarbon like methane, it will give substitution reaction in the presence of UV light, and methyl chloride and HCl will be formed. With unsaturated hydrocarbon, it will simply give addition reaction and 1,2-dichloroethane will form if it is adding up to the ethene molecule. Oxidizing property. Chlorine oxidizes ferrous salts into ferric and sulfites into sulfate. Like ferrous sulfate, in the presence of sulfuric acid, if it is treated with chlorine, it will turn up into ferric chloride and HCl gas. Sodium sulfite with chlorinated water or chlorine and water compounds, it will turn up into sodium sulfate and HCl. It oxidizes sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, iodine to iodates. For example, SO2 is reacting with chlorine and water, it will give you sulfuric acid and HCl. Iodine will turn up into iodic acid or HiO3 if it is treated with chlorine gas. Now the bleaching property. Chlorine requires the presence of moisture for bleaching. It liberates nascent oxygen from water, which is responsible for its oxidizing and bleaching property. Chlorine in presence of water, it will turn up into HCl and hypochlorous acid, which is HOCl. HOCl will further decompose to give you HCl and nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen will be treated with the colored organic matter to turn up into the colorless organic matter. Uses of chlorine. Chlorine is used for the purification of drinking water, for bleaching wood pulp, required for manufacture of paper and rayon, bleaching cotton and textiles. It is also used for the extraction of metals like gold and platinum. It is also used in the manufacture of dyes, drugs, organic compounds like carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, DDT and refrigerants. And the last use is in the preparation of poisonous gas like phosgene, COCl2, tear gas, CCl3, NO2 and mustard gas also. Now the another topic is interhalogen compounds. All halogen molecules are diatomic. They used to form binary compounds with halogen with oxygen, and they used to form oxyacids also with halogen. They used to form interhalogen compounds. All halogens belong to the same group. They have different electronegativities, we all know, and this difference in electronegativity, two or more halogen atom combines to form species which may be ionic or which may be neutral in nature, and such species would be called as interhalogen compounds. The neutral molecules are called interhalogen compounds, and some examples are ClF-BrF3. Interhalogen compound is a compound formed by the combination of atoms of different halogens. The interhalogen compound is regarded as a halide of more electropositive halogen. A given halogen forms an interhalogen compound only with a halogen having lesser electronegativity. Now let's study more about interhalogen compounds. These are the some example. Here Cl is less electronegative and fluorine is more electronegative. Again Cl is less and fluorine is more. In every interhalogen compound you will get to see one less and one more electronegative element is involved to give you interhalogen compound. If we talk about the classification of interhalogen compounds, depending upon the composition, interhalogen compounds would be classified into four categories. The general formula is XX-N. X is the halogen which is having large atomic size, and X dash is the one which is have lesser atomic size, and X dash is less electropositive. X dash is a halogen having smaller size. X dash is the halogen having smaller size and more electronegative. I repeat, X is the halogen having larger size, and X dash is the halogen having smaller size with more electronegativity. Like ClF. ClF is larger in size and F is smaller in size, but F is higher in electronegativity and Cl is less electronegative than fluorine. In every compound we would see the same pattern. Like IF5, I is larger in size and F is more electronegative than iodine. Now general characteristics of interhalogen compound. The compound considered as the halide of X. Now Interhalogen compounds have even number of atoms like 2, 4, 6, 8. For example, ClF3 molecule, if we are adding total number of atoms, we will get 4. The properties of interhalogen compounds are generally intermediate between those of halogen from which they are getting prepared or made. The central halogen exhibit different oxidation state in different interhalogen compound. Number of X dash atoms in a compound is always odd and they all are diamagnetic. Now, these are some interhalogen compounds with their colors at 25 degrees Celsius. For example, BrCl is gaseous, ClF3 is colorless gas, IF3 is yellow color powder, IF5 is colorless gas at RT but solid below 77 Kelvin, and IF7 is colorless gas. Now, these are the method of preparation of interhalogen compounds. For example, ClF is prepared by the combination of chlorine and fluorine at 523 Kelvin at copper vessel. ICl will be prepared by the combination of I2 and chlorine gas. In presence of HCl and HNO3, it has to be boiled. BrCl would be prepared by the combination of Br2 and Cl2. XX3 patterns compounds could be prepared, like ICl3 could be prepared when chlorine gas is taken in excess and combining with iodine. ClF3 would be prepared by taking fluorine in excess by combining with chlorine, and Br2 and F2 is combining to give you BrF3. Now, when interhalogen compounds are reacting with halogen, for example, BrF3 is reacting with bromine to give you BrF, or bromine is reacting with CrF3, it will give you simple displacement reaction BrF3 and BrCl. Here, simple reaction of ICl when iodine is reacting with potassium chlorate, it will give you ICl and potassium iodate. Now, some properties of interhalogen compound. This is the thermal stability of order of interhalogen compound. On hydrolysis, they used to give oxo acid like BrCl. On hydrolysis, it will give you hyperbromous acid and HCl. ICl on hydrolysis, it will give you iodic acid, HCl and I2. Pattern XX3 compounds on hydrolysis like ICl3 is on hydrolyzing, it will give you HiO3, 5 HCl and ICl. Disproportionation BrF3, it will turn up into bromine and BrF5, or ClF3 will turn up into ClF2 positive charge and ClF4 minus 1 charge. Fluorination matlab what is happening, uranium is combining with ClF3 to give you UF6 which is liquid and ClF. They used to add up to alkene and they will give you one adduct or an additional product. Uses of interhalogen compound. ICl is used to determine the iodine value of oils. XX3 for the preparation of polyhalides. It is also used for the oxidation of arsenic 3 for the preparation of polyhalides. As a fluorinating agent and non-aqueous solution, XX3 pattern interhalogen could be used. Now, the structure of some interhalogen compound like ICl, iodine monochloride, is having linear shape, and this is the structure of ICl. ClF3 has bent T-shaped, BrF3 has bent T-shaped, BrF5 is having square pyramidal shape, and ClF5 is having square pyramidal shape. Now, the oxidation states of central halogen atom in interhalogen compound. Here, if I am talking about oxidation state of I in IF7, it is +7. So, oxidation state of Cl in Cl5 is +5. In BrF5, the oxidation state of Br is +5. Oxidation state of Cl in ClF3 is +3. Or oxidation state of iodine in I2Cl6 is +3. And the last, like BrCl molecule is having oxidation state of Br as +1. So this is all about interhalogen compounds.